Hello again. 2 streams in one day. I was going to go to sleep, but I'm not tired. So I'm just going to play some video games. So we have 2 options to play. I'm leaning towards Mario 64 or GoldenEye. I don't want to get into Zelda Ocarina of Time because that requires like energy to like actually participate and play that game. I just want something a little mindless to, you know, play. So I think I'm gonna lean towards Mario 64. Plus, I think the ROM I have is a pretty solid ROM, so like it won't crash on me. I've downloaded a lot of GoldenEye ones, and they're a little finicky. So let's I'll load up Mario.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Yeah, this is... I think I'm going to lean towards Mario 64 tonight. It's been quite a while since I played this one, too. Remember this Easter egg when you load up the game? And I think you hold down R, yeah. And it holds the face in place.
Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Also, if anyone has any audio AMA they want to ask me, could be anything. Audio related, personal life related. This is just us chilling, playing video games. Let me actually go use the bathroom and gear up on. Let me get some Coke Zero and I'll be right back. Lucky C Music. Can't believe you're still awake. Yeah, I am a night owl. I'm also an insomniac. I can't... Let me turn on my camera again. Yeah, I can't sleep, Diane. What time is it for you? It is almost 12:30 a.m. Let's see. Did I program the buttons correctly? Yeah. Okay. So the right joystick. This is obviously the joystick of which I'm going to move. The right PlayStation joystick are the C buttons. So X is A, square is B, and I'm not even using triangle and circle. All right, and then the L2 on the PlayStation controller is Z. L1 is L, R1 is R. I remember when this game first came out, like, everyone was freaking the fuck out when Nintendo 64 first came out, and how this was like an entire commodity, like the launch of this. Although the PlayStation controller is very sensitive to the joystick movements, so it's still something to get used to. Dun-a-dun, dun-a-dun. Oh, you asshole. God, my aiming has gotten so bad on this game. I'm staying up with you for a little bit until I get tired too. I did watch a little bit of your editing and mixing of the Y2K video. How was the gig working the other night? The gig itself was fine. The gig itself was fine. It really was just like any other gig. And I'm not going to try to 100% this game. I'm not going to try to 100% the game and get all 120 stars in order to see Yoshi on top of the Peach's castle. I'm not going to try to do that. I'm just going to do what I can, get as many stars as possible to get to Final Bowser, and that's it. But I am going to get, like, as many stars as I can on the levels that, like, I know. What's your favorite venue to work at? It depends. Like, my favorite venue to work at is the venue that pays me. Any venue that pays me is my favorite venue to work at. As far as, like, acoustics go, I mean, I really liked Sherman Theater. I really liked Sherman Theater. What star is this? Shoots at you. Oh, okay. Which has better gear? I don't pay attention to the gear in what venue I work at. I care if it sounds good. I only care if it sounds good. Like House of Independence the other night had top of the line JBL line arrays and a Digico board. So, I mean, if you want to go on a list of gear, then I guess House of Independence is probably the best venue I've worked at. But it's not the best sounding venue. Gear doesn't matter as far as, like, overall sound quality goes. And if you pay attention to gear more than how bands actually sound in there, then you're thinking wrong. It's the wrong way to think. Now, can I remember where the red coins are? Do I remember where all the red coins are? I don't think I do. I don't think I remember where all the red coins are off the top of my head. It's literally been, like, over 10 years since I last played this game. When mixing with subgroups, is it okay? Marcos is saying. Oh, that was perfect aim. Holy shit. Alright. Oh, there's 2 more red coins down there. Marco says, when mixing with subgroups, is it okay to compress the channels and also the subgroups themselves, or just the subgroups? Do you use subgroups? In order of answers, yes, it's okay to compress the channels and also the subgroups. Yes, I also use subgroups. I know there's one more on the hill up there. There's one down here. Yes, there is. And I know there's one, the last one's on the hill up there. Up here. Oh, shite. Alright, I guess I'll go the long way around. So I'll use... So, here's the thing. If I'm... on my, it also depends on the console. Like, I could tell you right now, the consoles at Artie's and Dingbats, I do not have... Why did I do that? The consoles at Artie's and Dingbats do not have subgroups on them. Because that's just not how they're wired, and that's not how... Like, I'm also way too lazy to reconfigure the board to that. Also, I get good mixes all the time at Artie's and Dingbats. So, like...
Let's go.
Mario Wings to the Sky. Is this the one where I have to... get... Oh, okay. I gotta go through all the circles. Okay, that's what I gotta do for this star. This is gonna be annoying. I'm shooting myself out of cannons a lot. So on my wing, I have all of the subgroups. So like I'll have my kick, snare, tom, overheads, yada yada yada. I'll have all my individual tracks. I'll put the drums, the bass, guitar, everything else, so keyboards, backing tracks, etc., vocals, in those separate subgroups, and that will go to my mains. Oh, you asshole. Only one. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. But I'm also not trying to impress anyone with my work. Except the band. The only people I care about with how the end results sound is the band that I'm working with. That's all I give a shit about. And I also care about getting in this cannon that I can't seem to jump into. Dat is saying, out of every channel I watch, yours is the best. You have no idea how many times I've watched every episode of Mixer and Meltdown. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad you have like a sense of humor about it, because you have no idea how many times I get self-righteous assholes trying to tell me that like my content is way too offensive for them, and like I'm quote unquote, you know, mocking or making fun of churches. Like, it's kind of insulting if you ask me. Oh my god, that didn't count for that other one? Ugh. I hate getting a star. I can never get the aiming right. How can they say that if it's true, what you say about churches? I don't know what you mean by that. I honestly don't know what you mean by that. Like, none of my videos at all. I never go, well, fuck you guys. You know, I don't mention at all anything like scandalous or anything involving churches. I simply make jokes and cracks about their live streams and how they sound. I literally just make fun of their their sound system. You want to make fun of everything else? That's your prerogative. I just don't do it. Oh my god. Thank you, Mersh, for rating me. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Welcome to the audience of Nightwave Radio. on my, on the Rumble side. I'm just hanging out playing some video games, and then probably watch Virgie when he goes live eventually. I'm just playing some good old Mario 64. I'm just playing some Mario 64. I was editing earlier. I was editing before. Now I'm just chilling. Oh my god. Alright, fuck this. I'm not gonna get this star anymore. I'm not gonna get this star anymore. What's the other star in this level? No. Okay. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. All you can eat Negro in the Rumble chat. This guy is an insufferable. Well, and you fill the blank. Then don't watch. I don't care. I truly don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm literally not doing anything except playing video games. That is literally all I'm doing. I mean, I play games, but like I don't play the new shit. I'll play Super Nintendo, I'll play N64, and that's about it. I can't find a reliable PlayStation emulator. Otherwise, I'd play Final Fantasy VII again, but I cannot find a reliable PlayStation ROM that works on Macs. Right now, I'm using OpenEMU to play Nintendo and NES. And, so those of you who are watching, normally I do front of house streams. I'm a sound guy. I work at my local music venue, and I stream all the shows I work. Feel free to look at all my stuff on my channel. But my claim to fame, if you even want to call it that, that's kind of gay just saying that. But what I'm known for online, I go to churches and I fix their crappy sound systems. And that's mainly what I'm known for. A la Gordon Ramsay. So if you watch Kitchen Nightmares, you pretty much know the shtick that I do. When I'm also home, I will... I'll do what I call mix and chill, which is I will literally mix in real time projects I'm working on. And when I really have nothing else to do, I'll play video games. Like I said, I mainly play Super Nintendo and N64. And it's been like 10 years since I played Mario 64, so I'm gonna suck at this. It's been quite a while since I played this game. I don't know what Mersh said to me, said about me to you guys, leading in, but Mac would be your first problem. Lucas in the Rumble chat. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Every single Windows computer that I had, including the ones that, you know, that I built myself, they, yeah, they failed. The Windows audio drivers are garbage. When you have to do like 18 different submenu things to make sure it actually works properly, it's not a good computer. Yeah, see, like I said, I'm gonna suck. Oh, wait, no, the star is, here. That's what this star is. Jesus Christ, I forgot. Nacho, I like the Mario RPG that was on a Super Nintendo better. Yes, I completely agree. I completely agree. Mario RPG is a better game than this. Mario RPG was where it's at. That's probably, like, one of my, if not easily top 3 favorite Super Nintendo games. I want to hit this right. Yeah, Mario RPG was legit awesome. Genesis does what Nintendo doesn't. To each their own. Like, growing up as a kid, I was always told that that Mario was the coolest, and then I played Sonic the Hedgehog and realized, no, Sonic's cool. Sonic's where it's at. Although I will say, when I played Mortal Kombat for the first time on Genesis, I was like, why am I playing Super Nintendo? Because you put in the blood code, and that's where it's at. But yeah, that's all I'm doing tonight, guys. I'm just playing some games. Fucking around, relaxing. If you want to see any of the content that I actually do properly... Jesus Christ, if I can only stop properly and not walk, I suck. If you're wondering what I'm using to play, controller-wise, I'm just using a DualShock 5 PS5 controller. Simple. Alright, Chris. Stop. There you go. You can walk. Let's see. Do I remember where the other red coins are in this level? There's one right there. Any up here? Okay, there they are. Aha, I got shot by a bullet bill. Jesus Christ. There we go. And now the last one's down there. Yeah, it's above this guy. Yep. There it is. Mersh said he hates you and you're only Royce's friend. Yeah, that's accurate. The only time I ever called into Nintendo Hotline as a kid was for Mario RPG to figure out how to get Malo's best weapon. Dude, I remember writing Nintendo Power all the time as a kid. I remember literally, like, writing that... You know what? I feel like playing that game now. Hold on. I feel like playing that game now, Mario RPG. I feel like playing that game now. Hold on, let me download it. Let me make sure I can actually get it. Yes. Okay. The place where I download my games has it. Okay. Cool. Hold on. Hold on, I'm downloading it now. And then I'll... Yes, I want to quit that. Hold on, let me install it, get it up there. Super Nintendo. So I have the ability to play Genesis games, Sega Saturn, Sega CD. I have original PlayStation. I have ROMs for it, but I can't. There's so many different things I have to download and install to get PlayStation 1 working properly. And it just, again, it's the one downside of a Mac. Like, Windows is so much more customizable. I will give Windows that much credit. Being able to game on a Windows system is way easier than gaming on a Mac. You really have to resort to ROMs because you can't play like Baldur's Gate 3 on a Mac. All right, there it is, downloaded. Okay, it's in Super Nintendo now. There it is. Okay, got it. Got it. There you go. This game is just outstanding. There we go. This game's a fucking masterpiece. The starving guitarist, they both have their virtues. I just ended up a Sega kid. Yeah, here's the thing. I grew up playing Mario Brothers 1. Like, my very first gaming experience was Mario Brothers 1. I beat it when I was, like, 6 years old. And, I remember, like, when I was in my preteen years... Then I played Sega Genesis, and I was like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog's so much cooler. I want to get the Mario RPG remake, but just can't dish out $70 for it. Look, I literally have a Switch collecting dust down there. I don't play my Switch anymore. I just don't play my Switch anymore. Also, if you're, like, I'm encouraging, like, anyone that wants to ask me audio-related questions, ask me, like, pro audio-related questions, because that is my day job. Lucky C Music, I got a question to ask you about subgroups. I'm still a beginner, the digital board. The drum kit, can that be in one subgroup? I can't talk. In one subgroup, yes. In fact, you should put everything in subgroups. You should have your kick, snare, toms, overheads, and then that should go to a subgroup. So that way you can process your kick, you process your snare, like in their own different elements. Give their specific EQ moves for, you know, whatever you need for your kick and snare. And that way with the subgroup you can have a group EQ on it, have a group compressor on it, and you can polish up your sound that way. At least on my console, Behringer Wing, you can have more EQ and comps on it. You can put your own effects on it, too. So you can really have a customizable sound. My favorite game of all time, Lone Ranger for NES. It's so fucking good. I went to school for computers, so I prefer Windows, D and Dodge. Yeah. every nerd I know, or like every IT, like my stepmother works in IT. So she like is able to like reprogram Windows, like write code for it. So like she's a genius when it comes to that. So writing code is probably easier on Windows, and like developing for Windows is much easier. But I'll put it to you this way. I've never had any sort of viruses or any issues at all on my Macs. Again, I've used Windows for years, but I've been a diehard Mac user for the last like 12 years or so, and never once had any issues. I like the Easter egg for this too, because this music here is the Bowser music for Mario 3. Final Bowser music for Mario 3 is this, like what it was based on. Yes, Peach, you dumb bitch. I'm aiming for the goddamn chain. There he goes. I always figured Peach liked getting kidnapped. That's my new conspiracy theory now with Mario. Mario's a cuck, and Peach wants the Bowser D. That's why she always likes getting kidnapped by him. I still got to message you about my audio setup. D&D? Yeah, dude, absolutely. Also, everyone, if you are an uber nerd and like D&D content, watch D&D Judge. I haven't played in literal decades, but I used to play D&D all the time in high school. Like, I haven't played to the point where I need to relearn how to play it. Right now, I usually just play Citizens of Catan. I would say my favorite games of all time. I mean, I just finished it on my streams. I play Super Metroid. I would say Zelda Ocarina of Time. Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VII. And I really love the TMNT Turtles in Time. Bavarian Viking. Peach keeps running away with Bowser, and Mario's just the abusive boyfriend bringing her back. Yeah, exactly! Mario is just a more likable Ethan Ralph. When you think about it. If you want to know the truth about it. I'm with you, Nukem. Zelda, best game for N64. Wait, which one, though? Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask? Because that's a very... That's a very debatable question. Majora's Mask sucks. It just sucks. I don't entertain anyone who says that that Majora's Mask is a good game. I can't. Okay. Thumpire, she wants to get bowsed. That's it. Peach wants to get bowsed. That's why she keeps getting kidnapped by Bowser. I wish Nintendo and Square had more collaborations, because this game was so good. It's not that long of a game. It's not that short of a game. And it's really just the perfect combination of Square's like game design and RPG. with Nintendo's IP. It's fantastic. This is just... That's why this game's a timeless classic. Yeah, Majora's Mask is a decent Zelda. I mean, the transformations, like the Zora mask is cool, the Goron mask is cool. Turtles in Time is a timeless timeless quality. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Thumpire. Ocarina of Time is hands down better than Majora's Mask. Like, there's no denying that. Ocarina of Time is a timeless masterpiece. And if you subscribe to the Zelda lore and, like, follow the Zelda timeline and canon, Ocarina of Time is a pivotal moment in the Zelda timeline, because depending on the outcome of Ocarina of Time, you have, like, 3 different timelines. Yes, I know about timed hits, Toad. So, like, Link wins and Link defeats Ganon. That's one timeline. Link is defeated. That's another timeline. All right, here we go. You're a fucking psycho. Majora's Mask is rad as shit. I'm sorry, Virgie. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I don't like the idea of having to reset the clock and having time management be a pivotal thing about completing dungeons. You mean to tell me that in the middle of a dungeon, if I'm approaching on the final day, and I played a Song of Time and go back in time, I start all over again. I have to complete the whole dungeon all over again. Fuck that. But I guess if you subscribe to, like, Hot Topic and, like, goth culture, yeah, okay, Majora's Mask is cool in that sense. It's a very dark game. But Ocarina of Time is just a timeless masterpiece. Yeah, the Zelda timeline is in such a fucked up mess, it's everywhere. Yeah, I'm with you, OY. And I'm one of the types that will grind. I will play in every battle to just build up my XP. Although Malo is the most useless character in this game. I always hated him. Gino's my favorite because obviously it's Gino. Mario is Captain Simp. Malo is just useless. Never liked him. He always comes off as a whiny baby. Okay, I will agree with Virgie on this. Okay, hold on. Virgie has a point. I would never, ever say it's better than Ocarina of Time, but it's better than 80% of the N64 catalog. Yes. Yes. That I will agree with you on. Yo, the N64 has some masterpieces on it, but overall, as a whole, as a catalog, the Super Nintendo is the best console Nintendo ever had. Super Nintendo is where it peaked for me, as far as games go. The Nintendo 64 has some great games. But as a catalog, nope. Nope. The The N64 has a lot of duds. D and Dodge. I do remember being like 5 and watching my dad fall into the lava during Dragon Fight in Zelda 2 and punching a hole in the wall. Dude. Oh my god. Zelda 2 is the worst Zelda ever. Zelda 2 sucks. Yay, flower. Oh, fuck you, Goomba. Jumping me like that. I'm unarmed, Goomba. I don't want no trouble. I'm just passing through. You don't need to stick me up like that. Man, this motherfucker Toad is constantly getting into trouble. Yeah, one shot, motherfucker. If I remember right, Zelda 2 is supposed to be something else. I mean, you could have me there. I honestly don't know. Like, I'm not that knowledgeable with the behind the scenes of that. The only thing I do know, like, in autistic levels of detail was, like, Mario Brothers 2 is supposed to... What? Mario Brothers 2 was an entirely different game. Like, in Japan, it was, like, something else. It was another, like, adventure game. And then Nintendo just put Mario characters on it. And called it Mario Brothers 2. Because the original Mario Brothers 2 looked just like Mario Brothers 1 on the NES, except it was impossibly hard to beat. Like, you had to be as good as those, like, 10-year-old Asian kids online that just beat video games in 5 minutes in order to play that game. Nintendo eventually released Mario Brothers 2, the original, for Super Nintendo when they made the Mario Brothers All-Stars, and they called it the Lost Levels. That was the original Mario Brothers 2. There's something else here. Alright, boss time. Let's see. Do I want the smoke yet? Where am I as far as next level? Next level at 19. Eh, fuck it. I'll go after the Hammer Brothers. Fuck you. Two jumps, that's all it takes? Okay, cool. How many bands have you got coming up at Dingbats? I have a 3-band bill coming up on Thursday that I'm doing sound for. And yes, I will be streaming it. We got eventually in the form of the Lost Levels on Mario All-Star. Yeah. We're nerds. D&D. We're nerds. We're on the same wavelength here. Alright, he's got to be just about done with HP here. There you go. Super Mario 3 or Super Mario World? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. Mario Brothers 3. Although Mario World was more visually pleasing as far as like and power upgrades go, but Mario Brothers 3 was peak. All right, now I got equipment. Dun, dun, bum, bum, ba, dun, 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 dun. I'm not gonna try and get all the hidden items here. I'm not gonna try to 100% the game. I just want to upgrade, get my weapons, get armor. Buy. Okay, good. My defense is up. Okay, that's a level of autism that I honestly didn't know. If you use the warp whistle on stage 6, you can go back to stage 5 and collect more Taruki suits. Peach's room. All right. Where's her, All right. Then any upcoming games at Artie's. Okay. Okay, so I have gigs coming up. I am photographing my main cover band of Crusaders on Wednesday, but I'm not streaming that. Thursday, I am at Dingbats. I'll be streaming that. So guys, if you're checking out my stream now, I stream all my shows I work. I'm an audio engineer. I will be at my main venue, Artie's, on Friday, and I'll be at my second venue, Dingbats, on Thursday. And Saturday... Saturday, I think I have another show. I have to check my schedule. Have you ever played the PS1 Spider-Man game before? Yeah, that was... I played Marvel Superheroes, the fighting game, and I played Marvel vs. Capcom 1. But I was always a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 kind of guy. My team was always Spider-Man, Shumagorath, and Jin. I was unbeatable with those three. And then I always encounter someone who uses fucking Blackheart or Omega Red and just... So if you pick Blackheart and Omega Red as your characters in Marvel Capcom 2, like, you're fucked. I'm fucked. And I think now is when I pick up Mallow, the most hateable character in this game. Why you gotta be a bitch, Mallow? You let someone jump you like that? See, Mallow's a useless bitch. Let's this motherfucking crocodile right here steal your coins. Like, bro, what are you doing? Now you're crying. Toughen up. It's like that scene in Goodfellas where Henry uses, like, all of the fucking, what is it? The aprons to clean up the guy who got shot. And Tootie goes like, we gotta toughen this kid up. Did you see, D&D, did you see the Mario Galaxy movies? Did you see the Mario Galaxy movie? It was nowhere near as good as the first one. But at the end, this is a kid's movie. It's a kid's movie, so, like, I'm not gonna judge it from, like, a quality standpoint. Like, it's not, you know, it's not Goodfellas, you know? But there were enough Easter eggs in it that made me pop. So, like, there's a scene where Peach goes away and does, like, she wants to do, you know, stereotypical strong female character type shit. She has main character syndrome. So she goes away and does things. So Mario and Luigi are doing the maintenance and the problem solving around Mushroom Kingdom. And the map that they use to look at the crisis is the world map from Super Mario World, with the red and orange flashing dot at the location of a problem. And every time they solve the problem, they raise the flag, like in Mario World. That was a nice Easter egg. That popped me. That was good. It's just good fun. Mario Galaxy movie is a kid's movie that's meant to be fun. And that's what it is. It is just a fun movie. But I will say, as a movie, though, Mario Brothers 1 was awesome. It was a legit enjoyable movie. Especially, like, in the beginning. Oh my god, in the beginning where they made the Mario Brothers rap. That made me chef's kiss pop in happiness. God. Mallow has fucking nothing. Most useless character in this game. I hate Mallow so much. Look, even his punches sound bitchy. They should make the Mario 3 movie be the story of Super Mario RPG. Yeah. But I don't know if they can do that with Square, like, because it's technically a Squaresoft game. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think they can do it, but they would have to, like, license it with Square. I don't know. I don't know how they would do that. Dan Snot donated $5. Thank you, buddy. Dig the gaming shit, nerd. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys wish to donate, I accept super tips on Rumble and YouTube, and also in the description should be a link to my Venmo account. If you wish to Venmo there, I keep 100% of that, and you guys all know how much YouTube and Rumble takes from us. So if you wish to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Yes. Okay. Do she not see? Yes. If I'm not crazy, I remember seeing Star Fox. Yes, Star Fox is in Mario Galaxy movie, and he's voiced by Glenn Powell. And Glenn Powell was perfect as Fox McCloud. Like, he brought the same type of like confident fighter pilot, you know, bravado that he did in Top Gun Maverick. He was so good. Star Fox and SNES, yeah, Star Fox is classic. I said this on one of my last streams. Corneria, the music for Corneria is the best V1, like level 1. Like, hold on, I can't describe it. So like, the best level 1 music ever. Well, that's a video I'm publishing tomorrow on my channel. Whoops. Like, remember when you were playing Star Fox and you saw this for the first time? Like, it's surreal. Turning on your Super Nintendo and seeing this for the very first time. And we were just so blown away. We were so blown away by this when we first saw it. But, like, you start a game, and this is the opening. And it opens with the best level 1 OST ever. Ever. And when the beat drops, like, the team checks in, ready to kick some ass. Bro, the best opening to any game ever. Ever. And the music just screams like, we're here, we're gonna kick some ass, we're gonna take some names, and you get pumped. So as Fox McCloud, you're like, let's fucking go. And you just kick Andross's ass. Dude. Probably the best level 1 ever in any game history. I will put a stamp on that. You can quote me as saying that. Anyway. Yeah, the Star Fox cart had its own processor in it. It was so advanced at the time. And it's the first game that, like, made a lot of people on, I think Genesis was around at the time. It made the Sega Genesis people go like, oh, fuck, now we have some real competition. Do she not see? I would always crack up when the frog would pop up and go. Yeah, Slippy Toad is the most useless sidekick. Slippy Toad is so fucking useless. Oh my god, I'm gonna suck at this. Is there a hidden item here somewhere? Nope. Okay, I guess not. I remember, like, somewhere along here there were hidden items. Whatever, I'm not trying to 100% the game. Oh, yes, now we got some people, though. Now we got some fuckers here. Every fucking mission, Star Fox 64. Fox, help me! Yeah, Slippy Toad was useless. And then, there was a whole level where if the boss knocked Slippy out, you had to go to another whole planet to save Slippy Toad. really the most useless character in the game. And then Falco always had an attitude about him. He was always in a cunty mood. Like, every time you outshined him, he would go like, well, I guess that's why you're the leader. Give me more power. Once again? Alright, cool. Kill all you motherfuckers. But you have to give the Falco, after a mission, he would give you props. Yeah, true. Oh, god damn it. The useless asshole died. Alright. Let me go back to Mushroom Kingdom and get some pick-me-ups. Always want more power. Let me run away for this. Let me go back to Mushroom Kingdom and get some items. Specifically, I want to get item shop. That's what I want. Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. Dude, Falco always had the snarkiest remarks to you. Whenever you would, like... Or if you accidentally shoot him. Oh my god, that was... Oh, yay. Thank you for the pick-me-up. Okay, so I need to buy... Give me another pick-me-up. Give me 2 more. Okay. Oh, god damn it, I already had some pants. Okay. Now let me sell the pants I just bought again. Buy, and I want I can't buy it. Shit. Alright, take another pick me up. And I'll take another honey syrup. Okay, that should work. Yeah, I may be an audio autist, guys, but, like, I may be a retarded, you know, audio autist, but I get nerdy sometimes with video games. Alright. Oh, shit, I forgot I had to do that. Oh, now you guys talk about like the first Pokemon. I had red version because I'm one of those assholes that's like my favorite color is red, so I want the red version. And I was always I always picked Charmander as my first. There it goes. That's what I was looking for, a hidden item. I don't know, Virgie might not go live, so sometimes he doesn't go live. He also has kids. And, you know, being a dad and all. I don't know, I'm probably gonna sign off at like 2-ish. Because I have a very early morning photo shoot that I have to get to. Let me just kick this guy's ass. Yeah, this game's Final Fantasy for dummies. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, there's no doubt about it that this game is Final Fantasy for retards. But, oh shit. Okay, forgot this is the invincibility. My first JRPG experience was Final Fantasy. I mean, it's technically Final Fantasy IV, but it was released as 2 here in America. That was my first experience with a JRPG, and I just fell in love with it. Then I played Final Fantasy III, which was really Final Fantasy VI, and I fell in love with that game so much. Like, the amount of customization that you can do in that game was insane. And everyone's weapons upgrades, like, no 2 times playing the game were exactly the same. Everyone had their own special customized weapons and shit. Everyone had, like, you can literally customize anything about your characters in that game. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is a masterpiece. I'm not gonna deny that. But I think 6 is the better game. Six is a better game, and I like the fact that 6... I love 6 because 6 is the rare occurrence where the bad guy wins. Six is a better game because the bad guy wins. Kefka is a better villain than Sephiroth. Six is amazing. I mean, again, it's the only game where, like, it's the only game that I could think of off the top of my head where you think you can get to the end and the bad guy wins, and you have to do this whole post-apocalyptic thing. So once Kefka destroys the world, you basically have to, like, basically reassemble. You basically have to reassemble after Kefka destroys the world. Really? 17 damage? That's the only thing that you could do? Mallow, you useless fuck. Four. You useless fuck. Alright, Mario's gonna be my damage dealer. Malo's gonna be my healer. An item. Why can't I select... Why can't I select Mario with that? Alright. Alright. I'll let Mario deal his own honey syrup. The best was like, oh, you motherfucker. Healing himself? So I can give mushrooms to them, but I can't give honey syrup. Weird. Whatever. Burn your ass down again. Although I do find myself a lot of time replaying Final Fantasy VII more than 6. It's been a long time since I've replayed 6. I played the remakes. I don't know where they're gonna go with the story, though. Go. All right. At least you're getting creative. Yeah, you're right, D&D. They are getting very creative with the story. They're creative in a sense where I don't know where the story's going. And that's good. I like that, but like... So, in Remake, in the first one, when you were fighting Genova... I'm a big, you know, believer in a good OST. I think a good OST makes a game even better. Oh, these guys again. All right, let me save here. So when you're fighting Genova in Remake, there's like 3 phases of the fight, and then the third one is when the Genova music hits. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, okay, we're about to pop now. And it's such a wonderful experience in a boss battle. I don't like the fact that you fight Sephiroth in both the games so far. Sephiroth is the final boss. He should be reserved for the finale. But it was fun to see Sephiroth's first monster form at the end of the second game. Yeah, give Malo some more power. He's desperate for some power. Yeah, so like when you're okay. Yeah. in the remake when you're like,
is anyone out there?
you fight
Is that
Genova.
really all you want?
First, the graphics of remake are amazing. These are really, really good. So you're fighting Genova. And it's like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. But then you get to the end, the final phase of the fight. And you're like, all right, what's going on? I'm playing it, so I'm like, okay, something's happening. And you're like, oh yeah.
I'll show you what I can do.
Oh yeah. Again, it's the Corneria effect, I'm calling it. Where the music just gets you so fucking hyped and you're like, let's go. One of, if not, the best OSTs in gaming history is Final Fantasy VII.
You've got this. Let's go.
And you're humming along. You're singing along as you're kicking Genova's ass. Right? And you just like unleashing fury on Genova when you're going. It is. I know the meme is used a lot, but it's absolute cinema. If video games could be like there's just something about a really good OST. I'm a sucker for it. I know I'm playing into the whole bit like I'm a music guy, but like you get a really good OST, you are like you're golden to me. A good OST makes a game that much more spectacular. And remember this, like you fight Sephiroth twice now in the first and second versions of 7 Remake. You fight Sephiroth twice, and you hear a little bit of One Winged Angel, and they have amazing renditions of it. But I can't wait to hear what the finale is. I think they have one more game. Like it's in 3 parts. It's in 3 games. That I cannot wait for. Fuck this. I want to thunderbolt you all. Do. Ba-da-da-bum-bum-ba-bum. Do-do-do-do-do-do. This game also has a really good OST. The final Smithy boss music is pretty good. The Forest, though, is my favorite soundtrack in this. I don't know if I'll get to the Forest tonight, but definitely on my next stream, on my next gaming stream, I will. Final Fantasy VIII would make a good anime series. Yeah, I completely agree on that. I didn't like 8 that much. And 9 was... 9 was meh. The last truly great Final Fantasy game for me was 10. 10 was absolutely amazing to me. Alright. Now I'm ready to go beat the first giant sword guy. Oh, damn it. I can't run. 10 was crazy good. Yeah, especially, it's great if you have daddy issues. God, Mal's a weak sauce asshole. I mean, I don't care if you post spoilers in here, guys. Like, I don't care. Like, I went to the movies today, and I watched, I went to the movies 2 days ago and today. I like going to movies. I have Stubbs A-list. I take advantage of it. I went and saw Project Hail Mary a couple days ago. It was magnificent. Like, in this day and age where movies have to be, like, gay and lame and PC and everything, go see Project Hail Mary. It's visually amazing, and they managed to pull off the Yoda effect, where Rocky the alien puppet, it's a real puppet. There's someone controlling that puppet, and you fall in love with that character. Project Hail Mary was good, and then today I went and saw the drama. Again, I had time to kill. I was bored, so I went. The drama was clearly written by an overdramatic beta male. It was the worst, I think it was one of the worst movies I've seen in quite some time. So, I'll spoil it for you guys. I don't care. So, Robert Pattinson, it stars Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. They're a couple getting married. And, it's like a week and a half or two before the wedding. So they're meeting with their friends for dinner at the catering, at the tasting. And they're playing a game with each other. They're going like, what's the worst thing you've ever done? Period. So, they're two friends, black guy and a white girl. I don't remember their character names. I'm sorry, the white girl's name was Rachel. That's all I know. Oh, fucking useless Mallow. So, what was I saying? Oh. 5 damage. So, okay. I'm getting distracted. So Robert Pattinson, they go around the table. Black guy, they're friends at the tasting. They're all drunk. They're drinking wine. Black guy goes, what's the worst thing you've ever done? And he's like, I did something about forgetting a puppy somewhere. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. So that's fine. The girl, Rachel. Now remember Rachel. The worst thing she said she ever did was she was being followed in the woods by some retarded kid. And she lured the retarded kid into an abandoned motorhome in the woods and locked him in the closet of that motorhome and ran away. And there was a whole police search and rescue for it. That's terrible. Robert Pattinson's character, he cyberbullied someone so much that they moved away. And then it comes to Zendaya, who, by the way, in a rare instance, actually looks attractive in this movie. Not like absolute smoke show hot, but she looks attractive. She says the worst thing she ever did was, as a teenager, she planned a school shooting. And she planned it out, had a gun, had names, and had an entire plan. And it flashes back to her being bullied. It flashes back to her feeling ostracized. And I'm like, okay, like, because as someone who was bullied and ostracized in school, I can relate if you're pushed to that boundary. And if you're in a dark place, I can understand that. But obviously her character didn't do it. Obviously. Rachel goes on a fucking tangent because her sister was shot in the back and paralyzed because of a mass shooting. So Rachel is being very self-righteous about this and now hates Zendaya's character because of it. Hates her. But that's not the worst of it. The worst is Robert Pattinson. Now, here you are. The movie shows that you are a happy, very horny young couple. They bring up their sex life quite a lot in this movie. You are a young, horny, fucking couple. And now because your bride-to-be in a week tells you that when she was a teenager, she planned a school shooting, Robert Pattinson's character goes on a complete mental psychotic downward spiral. And he cannot handle it. He starts to now think that she's out to kill him. He's now thrown away anything that mentions guns. He is going on a complete beta cuck meltdown. Is a twist that she was bullied by Robert Pattinson's character? No, she like they met in real life, and because she's deaf in her right ear, her character is deaf in her ear because she fired a gun and it blew out her eardrum, so she can't even fire a gun right. So Robert Pattinson tries to hit on her, and she can't hear him because he's not talking in her left ear. She's listening to an audiobook on her headphones. So she has no reading a book in a coffee shop. So she has no idea he's even behind her trying to talk to her. So that's how they meet, awkwardly. It's actually kind of cute how they meet. I can't believe I just said cute, but whatever. I'll accept the you're gay comments for that. I'll admit I'm kind of gay for saying that. But I digress. The entire movie is Robert Pattinson having a colossal meltdown to the point where he's like, I can't even recognize you anymore. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, it's not like she murdered puppies or something. It's not like she actually, did anything. But I digress. It's to the point where he has such a colossal meltdown in front of his much more attractive than Zendaya female colleague. He breaks down, tells her, and then leans in and kisses her and forces himself onto her. And of course, because she admits that she cheats on her boyfriends and she's a whore, she goes along with it. But as he's ripping her blouse open and bending her over his desk to try to, the old in-out routine with her, he can't get hard. And he can't achieve any sort of stimulation because he can't stop thinking about how Zendaya almost committed a school shooting a decade plus ago. So fast forward to the third act, it's the wedding. And the whole payoff is this awkward clusterfuck of a scene, which I will admit, that whole sequence was funny. From an awkward, cringe, embarrassment standpoint, it is a very funny scene. I admit, I laughed. But in the end, it's a very gay ending. They end up forgiving one another, and they reintroduce themselves to get to know each other again. That's it. That's the movie. I just saved you money. It is a very dumb movie. And yes, I am gay for saying something about it was good. It is lame. It's a very lame movie. I'd rather go see Project Hail Mary again. Yeah. I did like Robert Pattinson's Batman, though. I'll give him that. He did a good he did a good job with Batman. And Project Hail Mary was amazing. I'll give him that. Okay, Let's continue this boss. I had to focus on... I had to focus on that for a second. Circling back, speaking of good OSTs, this is a good OST boss theme. I'll give him that. This is a good one. All right. Oh, great. These fucks again. Okay, good. Coca-Cola basically restores everything. Okay, good. That's a mega elixir, essentially. Alright, I'll take care of all but 2 of these guys. That way I don't think he'll regenerate this, this army. The guy that plays the Winter Soldier is supposed to play Two-Face in the next, Batman movie. Yeah, his name's, Sebastian Stan. Which, by the way, if Disney were to ever recast Luke Skywalker to be, like, prime Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, cast Sebastian Stan. He looks like young Mark Hamill. Please. Please. There was a Zendaya called Triple X, if I remember. I don't think she was in that movie. I honestly don't know off the top of my head. I'm not a PESI level. I'm not a PESI level level autist where I will know every star in every movie ever. I do not know about that. I may have to. I have to look that up. See, now I gotta look that up now. Now I'm like, now I'm focused. Now I actually want to know. Well, there's 2 Triple X movies. Like, there's Triple X with Vin Diesel, or are you talking about the A24? Like, you're talking about the A24 Triple X. No, you're talking about X. Jesus Christ. You're talking about X. No, that was Mia Goth. And Jenna Ortega. Yeah, Jenna Ortega and Mia Goth. Jenna Ortega, by the way, can absolutely... I mean, you want someone, in my opinion, who's on the way more attractive scale than Zendaya is, give me Jenna Ortega any day. Nukem donated 5. Here's a few, Chuck Bucks since Virgie ain't going live. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Nukem. Cheers to you. Alright, can this guy die already? Like, I'm done. Like, I want to beat this guy already. Alright, Malo's gonna die now. Oh wait, I have a couple pick-me-ups. Okay, good. Oh, great. These fuckers again. Alright, I guess I'll have Malo go after the Shy Guys. LA Unknown on YouTube just got here what Mario game is. This is Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. Probably one of the best games ever for Super Nintendo. And arguably one of the best JRPGs ever made. This is the original SNES version, not the remake. Alright. Alright, I'm running low on pick-me-ups, HP, or whatever. This guy's got to get back, and I got to kill him now. Oh, God, this fucking flame wall shit again. Am I gonna die? Like, am I gonna lose and have to, like, restart again? I think I'm going to. I did not prepare enough for this. There it is. All right. Now watch I get killed by the Shy Guys. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god, Malo, you can't even kill one Shy Guy. Jesus. There he goes. Malo out here throwing pillows. Yeah, dude, the most powerless character. My team was always Mario, Peach, and either Bowser or Geno. I would always, like, rotate. Peach would always be my healer. Geno or Bowser would be my magic, and Mario would just be my muscle. Yeah, in the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, Cloud is all fucked up, has a black materia, and thinks Aerith is still alive. Dude, like, It's crazy where they go with the story. There's the first eye wipe. Now I'm getting tired. Mar, you gotta rescue the princess now too. All right. There's a princess, always getting kidnapped. All right, let me save. Nothing else to see in here. Okay. Alright, now that I got some coin, let me stock up on items. Alright. Give me 5 pick-me-ups. Give me some honey syrups. Alright, that should be good. Save. All right. I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. I'm actually getting sleepy. So I think we're going to call this a night with that. I know, how dare I go to sleep. Okay. So, while I still have your attention before you X out of here. So, if you go to my Rumble page or my YouTube page, I'm just going to bring up my YouTube channel for the sake of it. I upload both my content. I upload all my content to both YouTube and Rumble. You get the same videos. So, if you go to my YouTube channel or my Rumble channel, I am live and I stream all the shows that I work. These are my streams. If you take a look, yeah, I have a camera on the band, my reaction, the board cam so you can see what I'm doing audio-wise, and a crowd cam if there's people dancing. So, and you get the board audio of the entire band. So you get high quality audio with a good band, hopefully, if the band's good that day. And you get my reactions, and we chat during changeover and during load-in. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, please subscribe and follow. I will be posting a upcoming stream like the day of when I know what time load-in is. My next time I'll be live is probably going to be late Tuesday night, depending on what time I get home. And if I know Mersh is going to go live, I don't know if Virgie's going to go live on Tuesday, so I don't want to interfere with both of them. But if Virgie doesn't go live, I'll go live that night. I'll probably be live Wednesday night around 7 Eastern time, leading into Nightwave, where I'll have another what I do called Mix and Chill, where, again, I will be mixing and editing audio projects that I'm currently working on. And the next one is going to be finalizing an audio mix, and I will be multicam video editing of a cover band. So that's going to be really cool. And again, I'll be live on Thursday with another one of my live front of house streams, and I'll do the same on Friday as well. So I appreciate you guys coming over here from Nightwave. Really do appreciate it. I know this isn't alcohol, but cheers to you guys. Thank you for the donos again for those of you who donated, and thank you for watching. So I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, probably, if not definitely Thursday. So good night, guys. Thank you.